Today we are going to begin the ninth part of the theology of words, and this is the topic about the technology and the words. You know that we put a peanut in the solid soil, it will not very easily grow up, but you put the peanut in a soft soil. In a few days, it will open its first leaves and make you feel that something very real and alive will becoming reality. And this is one kind of Tao. You know the tool and you know the rule that we can make a seed to become a plant. And in other arena, just like do you know the mineral in our stone, or the mineral in the mountain, or the mineral in the petroleum? This kind of mineral will be discovered in several fruits, especially in some kind that we eat very much often, like apples. We know that the apple seed in a soft soil will become an apple tree. And we know, all plant researcher knows that the apple tree does not nourish itself by too much mineral. However, its fruits, I mean the apple, can produce much iron material in its output. So why? We don't know why. We just know that it's about the rule of the nature. And the rule of nature is one kind of Tao. Tao means in all justice going through and all justice going to the route or the road. That means the Tao. Okay, today the Tao is what we want to introduce very well. And I think that everybody wants to know how people relate themselves to Tao, or how we make Tao become our daily life to make our healthier and stronger in mind. And first, I think that we know that when you go to an unfamiliar spot, you should ask others to know what is the interesting places there. And when you don't understand, you might have a boring day. But if you have already researched so much, you will have a nice day. And I think that before you go to the Tao for knowledge or for yourself, you might need to know yourself very much, just like you research the places of the travel spot. Because we know that when we love something, that will make us passionate, and when we can love something, that will make us stronger. And when we hate something, and when we refer to ourselves to them, that will make us angry and even losing our energy. So know yourself. Know yourself can make you have much more love to the surroundings and make you have much more energy or power and knowledge. And that's the first part and route to the Tao knowledge and for yourself. So first, I think that you might need to know what you love very much and what you hate very much, very often and very deeply. That will make you have a good mentoring practice and possibility to make yourself stronger and healthier. And second, after knowing yourself to the root first part, I think the second part might be to make you have something disciplined, because discipline can make you something more important to you standardized. And when it is standardized, you will find things much more easily and easily, because you can calibrate the bad possibility and good possibility and make themselves optimized. So the second part, the route to Tao knowledge and for yourself, might be the discipline of your daily life. After disciplining yourself, you might need that how you can grow up to the real, much more Tao and much more for yourself in Tao, for a healthier and much stronger yourself, and that make you can take care more people, or at least your whole family and your friends. I think the third part might be the mentor. You should find the way to mentor yourself in a very, very effective way. And mentor the inside part, you need to broaden up your visions, and I think the thinking possibility, I mean the thinking tool. You might need to broaden your thinking tool. Something like that, more magazines or more knowledge, more books or more music or more poems. And these kinds of things will all make you have more visions in your inside or inner world. And that is one kind of mentor yourself. Of course, there are other ways of mentor yourself, but I think that mentor yourself inside is the first part you can do to the Tao. And the other part is the outside part. Outside part, you might need to broaden your knowledge or your experience to the world or in the world, because it can make your body and mind much more open and having more spaces for different things and unfamiliar things, and that can make you have a very good mentoring practice that can make you have the amplified yourself to inculcate your future to become a more ambient, lenient, and open-minded and passionate and wisdom people. Okay, and then the last part for us to the root of the Tao knowledge. I think that might, when you know yourself and you discipline yourself and then you mentor yourself, the final part is to make yourself suitable for the whole justice of all the world. Of course, it's a very difficult way, but I think that everything has its origin and everything would all have its good final if you try to analyze yourself and find a real and practical way to think out or figure out the possibility of your suitability or utilization for to be suitable to the world justice. So first, to find and discover and research or define the justice of the world might be your first job. And the second is that find yourself if it is possible that you can all be suitable to them. And I think that a very effective way is to use the word, because the word not only can make you in the four phases of the Tao knowledge, in broadening and Tao mind strengthening, in more amplified and more powerful way by its complexity and variety, but also it can make you have many kind of silence in yourself. And when you have many kind of silences of yourself, you might have more relaxing power to make you have more strength and wisdom to manage all the differences in the world. Then you can have the first possibility to make yourself suitable to the justice of all in the world. Okay, this is the ninth part of our theology of words. Thank you very much. See you next time.